In the frozen mountains of Central Asia, where survival is not a choice, but a daily battle, lives one of the most elusive predators on Earth, the snow leopard. For centuries, it has remained a mystery, a ghost moving silently across ice and stone. But why is this magnificent hunter almost impossible to see? And how does it survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet? With thick fur, powerful hind legs, and a tail nearly as long as its body, the snow leopard is perfectly engineered for the cold. It can leap across chasms over 50 feet wide, balance on cliffs where few creatures dare to stand, and vanish into the landscape within seconds. Yet despite its strength, despite its mastery of the mountains, this predator faces a threat it cannot outrun: climate change, shrinking habitat, and human expansion. Today, fewer than 7,000 snow leopards remain in the wild. So the real question is, can the ghost of the mountains survive the modern world? To understand the snow leopard, we must first understand its world. A world of jagged peaks, thin air, and temperatures that can fall below -40 degrees. Here, every step is a calculation, every movement a matter of survival. The snow leopard does not chase blindly. It watches. It waits. Blending perfectly into rock and shadow, its spotted coat breaking its outline against the mountains. And when the moment is right, it strikes. In a single explosive leap, it can cover distances few predators on Earth can match. Its powerful hind legs, built like coiled springs, launch it across cliffs and frozen ravines. But hunting here is never guaranteed. Prey is scarce, and one failed attempt can mean days without food. Yet the snow leopard endures, not through brute force, but through patience, through precision. But even a master of the mountains cannot control everything. For centuries, the snow leopard ruled these highlands undisturbed. Today, its greatest threat does not come from the cold. It comes from below. As human settlements expand higher into the mountains, the snow leopard's territory grows smaller. Livestock replace wild prey. Roads carve through ancient pathways, and conflict becomes inevitable. When food disappears, the snow leopard adapts. But adaptation comes at a cost. In some regions, retaliatory killings have pushed populations to the edge of collapse. At the same time, a warming climate is reshaping the very mountains this predator depends on. Glaciers retreat, vegetation shifts, prey migrates, and the ghost of the mountains finds its kingdom. Yet the story of the snow leopard is not only one of loss. Across Central Asia, communities are beginning to protect what once they feared. Conservation groups work alongside local herders, creating safe corridors and restoring natural prey. Camera traps, once used only by researchers, now reveal something extraordinary. The ghost of the mountains is still here. Cubs learning to climb, mothers teaching patience. A fragile future, balanced on cooperation. The survival of the snow leopard no longer depends on strength alone, but on us, on the choices we make, on whether progress can exist without destruction. Because if the mountains lose their ghost, they lose more than a predator. They lose a symbol of wild resilience. And the question is, will we protect the silence of the peaks, or will we let it fade away? For thousands of years, the snow leopard has lived not only in the mountains, but in human imagination. Ancient Silk Road travelers spoke of a pale shadow moving along the ridgelines at dusk. In local folklore, the snow leopard is not just an animal. It is a guardian spirit, a symbol of balance between earth and sky. Some mountain communities believe that to see one is a sign of rare fortune. Others say the snow leopard chooses who is worthy of its presence. Perhaps that is why, for so long, it remained unseen by science. A creature of myth, walking quietly through reality. It was only in recent decades that technology began to reveal what the human eye could not. Hidden camera traps, buried deep in remote valleys, captured the first clear images of the ghost itself. Not a legend, not a rumor, but a living, breathing predator moving with silent authority. Researchers now track their movements, study their behavior, and work to secure protected corridors across national borders. Because the snow leopard does not recognize human lines on a map, it belongs to the mountains, wherever they rise. And perhaps that is the true lesson of the ghost of the peaks. Survival is not about domination. It is about adaptation, about silence, about balance. The snow leopard has mastered all three. The question is, can we?